The Hawken girls get a pair of first-half strikes from Daisha Randleson en route to a 2-0 victory over visiting Kirtland on Thursday afternoon in a CVC Chagrin Division match. Really sharp opening 40, I thought, from the Hawks in the attack. I like the flow, I like the energy, and especially out wide. I thought freshman right outside mid Laura Gorgians in particular had a really solid match, creating danger there, getting touches out wide right. They also worked her in wide left as well. She showed some good touches there as well every now and then, but particularly wide right there in the opening 40, it really helped to open up the attack for the Hawks. I thought the energy in the middle of the park was good, led by Danielle Drockton. Brought some good energy with her ball winning, and the service was really good for large stretches there for Hawken in the opening 40. 1-0 match deep into the first half, and then huge second goal there by Daisha Randleson to make it a 2-0 match. Obviously changes the complexion of the match there going into halftime. That's a huge goal and gives a little bit more breathing space, needless to say. Second 40 from the Hawks in the attack, it wasn't great, it wasn't bad. It was just kind of there. It was a bit nondescript. They had 3 shots on target in the second half, but the flow just didn't seem to quite be there as much as it was in the opening half. The ball winning was there at times, the movement was there at times, but it just didn't seem to be as sharp as that opening 40 minutes, and I'm sure that'll come along. And it's certainly understandable, too, from the sense that you've got a 2-0 lead. It's a really humid afternoon. They took a water break in the 21st minute of this match, and you don't want to overexert the girls, certainly, but at the same time, I would have liked to seen a little bit sharper edge, if you will, in the attack for the Hawks there in the second 40 as opposed to the first 40, which was really nice, and see a little bit more consistency there, but I'm sure that'll come as the season goes along here. As far as Kirtland goes, good honest effort from the Hornets here going to Hawken. You know that whenever Ed puts a product out on the field, it's going to be very competitive. He's one of the best coaches that we have in our area. Always puts a good side out there, and they put in a good, honest effort here against a very good Hawks side. Kept it 2-0 for quite a while. The one thing was the possession was there at times, but it was a bit sporadic. The ball winning would be there in midfield. They might get a touch or two through midfield, but then the through balls, it seemed at time to be a little bit kickball and not really have as much of a purpose to it as it needed to. Again, there were times where it was promising, especially in the second half, but it wasn't as consistent as it needed to be. And again, I'm sure that possession will come along as the season goes along for the Hornets. But with Hawken, obviously they were going to come in with an edge coming off that loss to Lake Catholic on Tuesday afternoon, and it definitely showed there in the opening 40. Second 40, that'll come along, but I thought just a good, honest performance from both teams on a humid afternoon. You can only expect so much when it's that hot, and 2 good sides put on a pretty decent performance, all things considered. 2-0 victory for Hawken over Kirtland on Thursday.